Greetings, leaders, future TRONS. Welcome once again to this great presentation that is Alrican Harvest, a 100% decentralized smart contract based on the blockchain. Once again, it's Sabata Macheta here, presenting to you live from the cryptosphere. Before I start, I just want to go through the disclaimer, but I'll just read one or two lines. I won't go through the whole thing, but just to give an idea. Any ideas or strategies discussed herein should not be undertaken by any individual without prior consultation with a financial professional for the purpose of assessing whether the ideas or strategies that are discussed are suitable to you based on your own personal financial objectives, needs, and risk tolerance. Alrican Harvest expressly disclaims any liability or loss incurred by any person who acts on the information, ideas, or strategies discussed herein. Now, let's start. Alrican Harvest. Why Alrican Harvest? Alrican Harvest is a smart contract that is hosted on the blockchain. Now you may ask what blockchain is. And usually before I start and go into the presentation, I just like to read out to you what blockchain is, just to give you an idea what blockchain is and also what a smart contract is. Then we will proceed. The first one, blockchain. Blockchain is a system in which a record of transactions made in cryptocurrency are maintained across several computers that are linked in a peer-to-peer network. And it is primarily used to provide secure ledgers and transactions. That's blockchain. And a smart contract are programs stored on a blockchain that run when predetermined conditions are met. They are used to automate the execution of an agreement so that all participants can be immediately certain of the outcome without any intermediaries' involvement. I believe that, those explanations are just clear. Now we can proceed. Why Alrican Harvest? Alrican Harvest, the first one is that Alrican Harvest is a decentralized smart contract, meaning that it is not owned by anyone, it is not controlled by anyone. It is a fully autonomous system, fully autonomous. And the second one is that the withdrawals are instant. They are approved within seconds on the TRON blockchain. And the third and final one is the security. Assets are secured between the owner and the smart contract. Like I said, no one is in charge of this smart contract or who owns anything or controls anything. It's just you and your smart contract. Now, as we proceed, we've got two questions that a lot of people like to ask. What is TRON harvesting? And what is automated harvesting? Now, TRON harvesting is the collection of rewards from TRON farming and can be performed manually or automatically. Remember, automatically. And automated harvesting is rewards that will be restacked back into your TRON farm every 24 hours. And you earn daily rewards by securely staking your TRONs of up to 2% daily. Meaning that you will be making 2% on your return on TRONs on a daily basis, and you will earn a 200% return on TRONs once the smart contract is done. Now, You will ask how much is it to start or to activate your account, and what is the maximum contribution. Now, the minimum contribution is 100 TRONS, and the maximum contribution is 4 million TRONS. And the total rewards, including the deposit, is 300%. That is including your deposit, as I had explained in the previous slide, that you make about 200% on your return on TRONS. That was excluding your initial deposit. And here you made 300%, that is including your initial deposit. And on a monthly basis, you make a return of about 60%, meaning that it's those 2% over a period of 30 days. So you make your 60%. And the great thing about the smart contract is that the rewards are at any time. You can withdraw them at any time of the day, whether it's daytime, nighttime, noontime, during the week, weekends, Sunday, Monday, you are able to withdraw. Now, this is one of the examples of how you get to your 2% on a daily basis. Let's say, for instance, you decide to activate your account and you contribute 10,000 TRONS. Now, on the first day, you will make about 1%, which will be about 100 TRONS that you have made on your first day. And now on your second day, you will make 1.1%, meaning you will have made 110 TRONS on that day. Now you will ask, how do you get to 1.1%? Now, once you've activated your TronLink account and you make a contribution into the smart contract, your initial deposit that you've deposited, if you leave it in the platform and you do not withdraw, now for holding, the platform will give you a bonus of 0.1% on a daily basis. Hence, on the second day, you'll be making 1.1%. That is 1% plus 0.1% bonus for holding your initial deposit. And then on the third day, you will make 1.2%. That's another 0.1% added from your previous day's reward of 1.1%, where you'll be making 120 TRONS. And then on the third day, on the fourth day, you make 1.3%. On the fifth day, you make 1.4%. On the sixth day, you'll make 1.5%. On the seventh day, you'll make 1.6%. On the eighth day, you'll make 1.7%. On the ninth day, you'll make 1.8%. And on the 10th day, you make 1.9%. And when you get to the 11th day, this is where now you start making your 2%. Meaning that now, going forward on the smart contract, you'll be making 2% daily. And also when you make a top-up on your contribution, you keep earning 2%, meaning that your initial contribution, if you have something extra and you want to actually add it on top of your initial contribution, that's what we call a top-up, meaning that your percentage on the day, it will not change. It will remain on 2% up until such a time where you will withdraw. And once you withdraw, it actually restarts from 1%. Now, as we continue, these are the bonuses that the smart contract offers as long as you are part of the family. As long as you are part of Alrican Harvest, these are just some of the bonuses. The first one is a loyalty bonus. The second one is a smart balance bonus. And the third one is a champion bonus. Now, this is one of the strategies that we love to use, and it's a great example of how you grow your wealth with this great platform, which is Alrican Harvest, the greatest, the best platform in the world right now, amongst all other smart contracts. Now, let's say on the first cycle, you contribute about 10,000 TRONS. They will generate an income limit of 20,000 TRONS for you. And when you combine the two, once again, you have your 300%. And now you decide that this is the second cycle that I want to start. Let me once again contribute about 10,000 TRONS to see if it will do what it did on the first cycle. And indeed, it shall do that for you, where it will generate an income limit for you of 20,000 TRONS. And now you've made about 300% once again. And now you start to gain confidence, and you can see that the system works. You decide then to start a third cycle, where now you will contribute about 20,000 TRONS. And these 20,000 TRONS will generate an income limit of 40,000 TRONS for you. And once again, when you combine the two, you've made your 300%. And now on the fourth cycle, you contribute 40,000 TRONS, and this 40,000 TRONS will generate an income limit of 80,000 TRONS for you. And once again, when you combine the two, you've made your 300%. And now you get to the fifth cycle, where now you contribute about 80,000 TRONS. This 80,000 TRONS will also generate for you a 160,000 TRONS. And once again, when you combine the two, meaning your initial and your income limit that has been generated for you by your initial, you've made, once again, your 300%. And now we get to the sixth cycle, where you contribute 160,000 TRONS. This 160,000 TRONS will generate an income limit for you of 320 TRONS. And once again, you have made your 300%. It's quite easy. It's quite easy. If you want to know how, join Alrican Harvest and you will see the magic. Now, as we continue, we get to this strategic affiliate program. Well, an affiliate program is one of the best strategies that you can use as an individual to actually increase your wealth. Of course, there is someone who will just want to generate passive income, who will just contribute an X amount of TRONS, leave it in the platform, it grows, they generate their 200%. Now, when they withdraw, it means they've made their 300%. And then there's me, who believes in this affiliate program. Hence, I dubbed it the Ferrari program. Now, you will get to see how you can actually increase your 60% that you are making on a monthly basis with this particular Ferrari program. Now, let's say on the first level, meaning that you decide to invite someone. That person, when they contribute an X amount of TRONS into the platform, you are now on the first level, where the platform will actually reward you with 10%. 10%, which comes from the platform itself, where when your downliner contributes, the platform will reward you with a 10% equivalent to the amount that your downliner contributed. Now, let's say they decide to also, your downliner or your direct decides to invite someone. Now, meaning that you will go to the second level, and once their downliner comes through, they make 10% and you make 4%. And so it goes up until the 11th generation, where you will make 0.1%. Now, on all these generations, you are making from the first level up until to the 11th level, you've made a good amount of money. And once you look at it and you calculate it, you've actually made about 20%. That's how you maximize what you are doing with this affiliate program. Now, let's say, for instance, you are having 30 different people that will be contributing on each day of the month, meaning it's one person daily. They each contribute about 10,000 TRONS. Now you make about 1,000 TRONS, which is 10% of what they are contributing. You make about 1,000 TRONS on their initial contribution. And let's say, like I said, it happens throughout the month where each person has contributed about 10,000 TRONS, meaning that you've made about 30,000 TRONS, I beg your pardon, in that month. Now, meaning that you've maximized what you have initially contributed. So meaning you've made about 80%. This is crazy money. This is crazy money. I don't want to lie to you. This is the best platform to be in. And this is a great program to also participate in, which is the affiliate program. Now, as we continue, I just want to give this next part to a pioneer, a mover and a shaker, a great leader in this platform who will be taking you through on how to get started and how to actually make TRONS. Now, I usually say you can make a million excuses or you can make a million TRONS. Well, let me not go any further. Let me hand over the ropes to her, where she will actually take you on how to get through, on how to get started, and also wrap up this presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow leaders, TRONS, future TRONS, welcome Zana Murapedi.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sarata, for that. Good evening, everyone. I hope that you're doing great, and I hope that you're as inspired as I am, because I'm very inspired where I am. I'm just going to show you how to get your generational wealth up and going. So we're going to start with step one, which is you are going to download the TronLink Pro app. Beg your pardon for my tick. And then what you're going to do is you will find the TronLink Pro app on your Play Store or whichever store that you're using, either iPhone, Huawei, or Android. The following step that you're going to do is quite simple. You're going to request the sign up link from your introducer or your sponsor. You are going to use that link to activate your account. And then once done there, you are going to jump to step number 3, which is you are going to deposit, transfer, or fund your TronLink Pro app with your TRONS. Now remember, minimum TRONS are 100 TRONS and maximum are 4 million. So if you are a risk taker, you know what to do. So step number 4, and this is my favorite one, which is activating the account by making a contribution and starting your TRON earning immediately. Now it starts instantly. After your account is activated, you will go to your personal wallet and you will start seeing it counting from the very second that you activate it. Now, if you are experiencing technical difficulties, please don't hesitate, but go to our email address, which is alricanharvest@gmail.com. alricanharvest@gmail.com. If you're experiencing any technical difficulties or if you have any inquiries, please don't hesitate to email us, and we would really love to hear from you. Now, before I go, I'd like to thank my team as well for being here with me and for also motivating me. That is also my mentor, Mr. Sarada. And before I go, I just want to leave you with something really touching and amazing, which is, it is not how much money you make, but how much money you keep, how hard it works for you, and how much generations you keep it for. Now, I hope that you have an amazing evening, and I will see you again later on.